Hi, welcome to Catia 5 video tutorial. It's a remake of an old one, now in HD and with audio commentary. And it's an exercise for wireframe geometry. So let's take a look at the drawing and then I will show you how to do that exercise with wireframe geometry. So that's the drawing of that part. You could make a screenshot so you have that drawing, and I want to model that part after this drawing. And of course you could do this with 2D sketches, but I want to do it with wireframe geometry just in order to practice it. So let's have fun with Catia 5. Okay, I've already created 3 geometrical sets, one for planes, one for curves, one for surfaces. And I want to use 2 planes, so I want to go for a plane. It should have an offset. From this one, the offset should be 470, 470. And the other one should have an offset from this one, and that would be 240. Like this. And then I will need a point, a reference point. So let's go for a point. And that point should be on the x-axis, and the distance from that origin should be 80 millimeters. Now, for the first 3D curve, I need a line. So, let's go to curves, make it the object which is in work, go for a line, and I want to start at the origin, so I could create a point at the origin, or I could use the origin. Let's go for a point, create point, and make it 0, 0, 0. That would be, of course, the origin, because that's the reference point. So confirm this. Now I could go for a second point or for direction. The second point, I have already that second point, that would be this point, which is right now in the wrong set. I will deal with it later. So select this one and confirm. Now this should be maybe in the curves. I'll just move it here like this. Now I have that line. I need another line which has an angle of 5 degrees. So I want to go for a line, and that line should have an angle normal to a curve. The curve would be the z-axis. The point would be that point 1 here. No, that's not point 1, so it's the end. No, that's point 1. Yes. And the angle should be 5 degrees. And this should start at 0, yes, and it should end at that plane. And confirm. Now I need a fillet here, so let's go for the corner command. The corner should be on the support, yes. Element 1 should be this line here. Second element should be this one here. I want to trim both elements, and the support would be this plane here. And the radius should be 60 millimeter, like that. Now I want to make an extrude with that curve here. That's possible. So go for extrude. Select that curve here. The direction would be the normal to this plane here. And it should go up to that plane here. It should start at 0 and it should go up to this element here, and confirm. Now this should be of course in that geometrical set, like this. Nice. Now I could extract these edges, and I will do that. So go for like this, the active geometrical set, and go for an extract like this. Propagation, yeah, that's okay. Something was still selected, so let's make it tangent continuity and select this edge here and confirm, which gives me that curve as well. Now I will need 2 arcs and 2 points to define those arcs. So maybe I should insert another geometrical set into that part and call it points, because I will need some more. And let's move this point into that geometrical set, and I will need more. I need an arc with radius 60 millimeters here and there, and it should go tangent into that edge, and therefore I need a center point, and that center point would be in this case somewhere over here, about that. It should be at set 60, and then I can draw an arc here. So let's go for another point, and this one should be on the Z axis at 60 millimeter, and X and Y should be 0. Reference is again the origin point, so let's confirm this. And now I can do an arc or circle. Let's go for the circle command. The center and radius, that's okay, that's the center point. The support will be this plane here, and let's take a look. The radius should be of course 60, and it should start here. That would be 270 degrees, that's okay, and the angle, the enclosed angle, should be the angle up there should be 10 degrees, so I have to go for an angle of 80 degrees difference. So that's 270 minus 80 would be 190. So let's go for 190. So that would be 80 degrees, and confirm. And now I can do, yes, line with an angle and 10 degrees. So go for a line, angle normal to curve, that's okay. The curve would be the z-axis. The point would be that endpoint, but that's not really an endpoint, so I will create a point. So let's go for create an endpoint. Select this here, like that. It should go up to that plane. That would be the second, up to. It should start at 0, and the angle would be 10 degrees. And confirm, which means that's tangent continuous, and it's okay. Same thing on the other side, but with a different angle. So let's see, that's a curve, that's a curve. Point is okay. Those two should be in the curves set. So change geometrical set and go to the curve set, confirm, and let's go for a point. That's okay. I need a point over there. So that point should be in that plane, and it should have a distance from this point as reference in that direction of 60 millimeters. That's possible. So let's go for a point. Make it a point on a plane. Yeah, the plane would be this one. Now the reference would be the default origin. That's okay. Or you could use that point here as reference. Then the distance from this one would be 0. So I will select this one as reference. Go for reference point. Select this point here. Projection surface. That's okay. And the distance should be 0, 0. 0 and 0 and okay. And now I can do a circle with radius 60 over here. So go for a circle. Center would be this point. The support plane would be again this plane. 60 millimeters, that's okay. So let's check that out. So let's rotate it like this. Make this the start here. That should be, in this case, that value should be minus 90 degrees. And the line should have an angle of 30 degrees, which means I need 60 degrees difference. So minus 90, minus 9 is this one here. So this should be minus 30. Like that, for example. Of course, you could, if you just type it in, that would be minus 30. Okay, now again, a line with an angle. That would be the reference line, the curve. Support plane would be again this one. The point would be the end point here, so let's create an end point here. And let's check the angle. It should go over here, or you could turn it completely around, whatever you want. Let's go in this way, and it should be 30. That would be 360 minus 30, that would be 330 degrees. In this case, 330. And it should start at 0, that's okay, that's from that point, and it should go up again to that plane here. And confirm. Now let's check those points and curves. Those two curves should be in the according geometrical set like this here. Great. Next I need two arcs on that plane. Maybe hide that surface for the moment. And I need two center points, and those center points should have a distance from those points here on that plane. Okay. Maybe do the points first, or do them on the fly. Maybe do them first. I need a point which is on a plane, on this plane, and it should have as a reference maybe not this point but the end point of that curve here. So the distance in that direction should be 0, and the distance in this direction should be 50, because I need arcs with 50 radius. So let's go to h. H should be minus 50, and y should be 0. Like that, and confirm. Same over here. I will do that point. Yeah, it's just here, 0.7. Let's go for another point, which should be again on that plane. Now the reference should be that endpoint, so let's go for an endpoint, create endpoint, this one. And again, in y direction, it should be 0. And in this direction, it should be minus 50 millimeter. which gives me that point. And now I can do those arcs. So let's go for that circle. That should be the center. The support should be this plane. The radius should be 50. The geometry should be on the support. That would be great. And let's see. Let's move it back. I need the angle, and I want it to be a half circle, so I want to go here for maybe, that should be 0, yes, go for 0, and the other one should be minus 180 degrees, which gives me that half circle. And then I could put it onto that support. So go back to the circle and put it onto the support. Yeah, that's possible, like that. Okay, now I need a line which goes from this endpoint tangent to that one. So let's move that circle into the curves, and that's the active set, and by accident I clicked on that tree. Now let's go for a line. It should be, in this case, a tangent one to a curve. The curve would be this one. The second, so that's the curve. Come on, yes. Second element would be the point. So I create that endpoint here, that endpoint. The support is that plane. And the start should be at 0 from that point. And the end should be that curve. But therefore you have to switch to bi-tangent and confirm. Now I can trim this. So go for trim, go for pieces, and select the segments you want to keep. That would be this one and that one, and confirm, which gives you that nice curve here. Same procedure over there. So another circle. Let's curve, that's okay. Another circle. Now the center should be this one. Radius again the same. Support would be again that plane. And now I have to go to the other side. So let's move it like that, for example. So this up here should be 0. And again the other one should be 180, but in this case it's positive value, and confirm. Now again a line, a tangent to curve. Yes, this would be the curve. The second element would be that endpoint of that curve here. Again, support, same plane. This one here. It should be again bi-tangent and confirm. Now I can trim again. Again, keep those segments and select them, the ones you want to keep, and confirm. Okay, great. Now let's bring back our extrude. Nice. Now let's do our multi-section surfaces. So make this the active set. And let's start over here. Let's see if this is already one curve. Otherwise we have to make a federation, a join. So this should be a join. That's a curve, but I need a join. So let's go for curves and go for a join. Not all of them. Deselect them, join. I want to join this arc here with that line, confirm, and I want to join on the other side this arc and that line, and confirm. And now I can do my multi-section surfaces. Let's start over here, go for multi-section surface. I could use that curve or that edge, so I want to go for that curve here. And the support should be this surface, which means it goes tangent into that multi-section surface. The second section would be this one. Make sure those arrows align, same direction. No support. And I need a guide. The coupling would be ratio. And I need a guide, and the guide would be this curve up here. And confirm. Same over here. Go for another multi-section surface. Select this curve. That's the support. Select the second curve. Align those directions. Coupling should be ratio. And the guide should be, of course, that curve over here, and confirm. Now let's hide the points, hide the curves, hide the planes, and make this a join. So go for a join, this surface, that surface, and this one, and confirm. And I'm done. So I hope it was helpful. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would really help. You could follow me also on GrabCAD, Twitter, Facebook, and many more. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.